Hi guys. Funny story. I had a brain fart and set up my live chat on my desktop, so I had to go back in on my laptop.
Hi guys.
Alright, sorry, I had to mute that. Anyway, so I'll watch the internal here and watch the external there on the bigger screen. So how are you guys doing today? I'm doing pretty good, other than, of course, this cold. But another good day as far as the headache goes, at least. So not too terribly bad. I sent an invite to the Oklahoma Prepper. Just let me know and I'll get you a link. We'll see what happens. Good, I'm glad, Wee Tree. Hidden Numismatist said that he's feeling better also, or a little bit better at least, so I'm glad. God answers prayers, doesn't he? Well, Hidden Numismatist says that if I ever want to reach out to him regarding my PCs or laptops, he'd be happy to help. He's an IT guy. That's awesome. Because I need all the help I can get on this stuff, let me tell you. My screen's a little blurry, but I'll keep my picture on for now and see how it goes. So, anyway. A lot of stress yesterday, Wee Tree. Well, I glad things are better today. Hope it continues to go well for you. I sound worse than I feel, really, but you know, I look as bad as I sound. That's another story. Oh my goodness. I didn't do much today. I just kind of rested to try to let my body do its thing. So, anyway, I've been watching shows about heavyset people, so I don't feel quite so bad about myself today. I've been doing good on my diet, though. I've been doing really good. So, can't complain about that too much. Oh my goodness. So, what have y'all done today? I'm anxious. You've just decided you're going to shoot them all on Wee Tree? That's the way to do it. Oh my goodness. Well, I've got some kind of good news. I think that the Oklahoma prepper and I, and any other preppers that want to get involved for that matter, we're going to start doing like a regular prepping chat. I'm not going to promise weekly. That's the plan, but you know how things are going, so we'll see. But we're kind of wanting to start from the beginning, kind of like what we discussed last night about what is prepping and stuff, and then kind of going from there and just kind of seeing. Of course, we may talk about other stuff as well, but the general gist will be preparedness, emergency preparedness, and things. I found out he was an EMT also, so a lot of information was stuff like that. Hook up with Arms Family Homestead. Yeah, I'm subbed to them, but there's so many channels I'm subbed to. It's hard to check out everybody's channels. It's so frustrating. Hi, 95472 Pickers. Welcome. Welcome. Glad to have you. Anyway, so yeah, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. And, of course, we can throw oils and herbals and stuff like that in there as well. Wee Tree's out there to help me with the herbals that'll help. And I can talk about the essential oils. And, of course, if Cansey comes and joins us at any point, during those chats, he can tell us some of the other natural things that he knows of too. He has a lot of information. So I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. And it seemed like the Oklahoma Prepper really seems to have a lot of great information stacked away in his brain. So I think that'll be good. Those that haven't visited him, or visited his channel yet, go check it out. I know our chat was really long last night, and I'm sorry. I just wanted to visit. Yeah, Rain Country, that would be fun to have Rain Country on as well. She's incredible on the off-grid living and homesteading and stuff. She's incredible. Very talented lady. I'm just like, I just want to like zip my mouth and let them, because they're kind of the experts, discuss all of this stuff, because um I've been prepping for several years, but I have so far to go on gaining knowledge and things, and so I cannot begin to claim to be an expert in anything, but I sure enjoy it. But let's see, anybody got anything to say? I guess not. um but I'm enjoying it. I think we'll have a lot of fun, so we'll see. None of us are experts. Well, I guess if you're considered an expert if you study for 30 or more years. That's the way I understand it. There must be a certain amount of hours in those years, but so yeah, 5 years doesn't hardly count me as an expert by any means. So I've got a very long way to go. I've probably been prepping for 6 years. Started my channel here in 2013, so I've still got a long way to go. I've only been on here for 4 years, so We Tree Bonsai says that none of us are experts and we are all students, and that is so true. We are. We're all students. And anybody who thinks they know everything is probably a teenager or a young adult, because the rest of us are old enough to know we just don't know everything, and we're not going to, but we can strive. We can strive for it. So, can she just hang her PhD on the wall instead? Well, see, that kind of puts you in the category of expert as well. So, the way I look at it. But like I said, I haven't even really done a lot as far as studying herbals and things like that until I really got into essential oils in about 2013. So, um, I guess I've been doing my channel a little longer than that. But since I've been doing essential oils, I've learned some about the plants that of the essential oils that I use, but I still have a long, long way to go. So that just it is what it is. Can y'all see that? See that zit? It was like this big. I never get zits, and I got this blemish. And I was like, it looks like I was growing a third eye on my head. I was like, really? I was putting frankincense on it and thieves and stuff, try to kill the bacteria in there, get that down. That was awful. We Tree says, why we're still just the same person and still got to put the pants on one leg at a time. I don't know. I can put mine on two at a time if I want to, but I might fall on my face now since I'm older. I'm not as coordinated as I used to be, so that may not be as good of an idea. But whatever. But yeah, I'm just kind of I just kind of piddled around today and just relaxed. So yeah, I've been drinking a lot. Do that standing, flushing my system. Flushing my system or what? What am I supposed to do standing? I'm a girl. I'm supposed to sit down doing it. Remember? I'm just kidding. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I got to get my water. But anyway, putting the pants on both legs. No, I can do that sitting down, and that way I can stick both legs out together and just pull them at the same time and then stand up and button them. God, why do you gotta make things so complicated, Weetree? Doesn't have to be that difficult. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, good news. My husband got the water in the toilet hooked up. Of course, the toilet was a used toilet that he got out of like a trailer that was ours. So he needs to replace the flange and things that's in there, the guts of the inside of the toilet tank, because it's not wanting to shut off on the water. So we're going to do that. But otherwise, the sink and the toilet are now hooked up and working just great. So I'm excited. Hey, Mrs. Manling, how are you doing? Thanks for coming by. Anyway, so now he doesn't have to come into the house and tromp through the house, go to the restroom, and then tromp back out there. He can just stay out there. I just need to put a bed out there and he can just move in. But so that's what we've been doing. Oh my gosh, today I did work on my son's taxes, and let me tell you, why in heaven and earth would anybody want to do taxes as their occupation? It just, I'm surprised I have any hair left. I'm really surprised because I started filling out this form and it says, okay, now you have to fill out this little worksheet to decide whether you need to put anything on this form or not. So, or that if you need to fill out a separate form on top of all of the forms you've already filled out. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I did that. And then I get to the Oklahoma State one, and I hate it worse than the federal one. And I'm just like, ugh, I just can't handle it. And Mrs. Manlin said, you do taxes too? So do you do that for a living, or did you just do your taxes today also? Because, maybe I've got a tax buddy that might be able to help me. We have so much stuff with mine and my husband's personal taxes that we pay somebody to do it because we have somebody that is phenomenal. But as far as my son's, he just doesn't make that much, and so I was trying to save him some money, not paying somebody $150 to do his taxes when he really can't afford that. So anyway, so I was doing that. So we'll see. I got his federal done today, and I did good. I tried the 1040 easy, and he was gonna have to pay in money. So I did the 1040 instead, and then did the Schedule A and worked on all of that, and ended up getting him over $1,000 back. So that's gonna go towards his child support. So that'll be nice to get that chunk paid down on that. So he'll almost have his back stuff paid off now, thankfully. But the state, I don't know. It's looking like he may have to pay, but I'm confused, really, really confused about the rest of the stuff. So I go and add all this stuff up, and then when I get down lower, then it says, okay, if this and this equals this, then you just put 0 on these other things up above. And I'm just like, now I'm completely confused, and I just said I got to take a break, forget it, or I'm going to kill myself. So I don't know, we'll see. I thought they did away with personal taxes here. Oh no, gosh, I wish. Oklahoma's one of the largest tax states there are in the country. One of them, it's not I don't think, but it's pretty close. Oh, that's neat, Mrs. Manlin. I may have to pick your brain on this one part because I'm not understanding it, but not right now. I was ready to pull my hair out for sure. I know, but it wasn't on the form. It was on a worksheet, a separate worksheet that I had to do. So I was just, anyway. If they're going to do that, they need to switch those up. Like, put this part up, that part up above, and put the part that I had already filled out that didn't need to be filled out because of this part down below that. See? They need to switch them so it makes it easier. But no, they had to make it complex. And what is the deal with me talking with my hands? I don't understand it. Anyway. But yeah, I got at least the federal done today, so I was happy about that. And I printed off everything, all 40 pages on the state one. Yeah, that's true. Weetree says, laugh out loud. Have you lost your mind? It is government. They never do it easy. That is right. That is so true. But I think they're trying to make it more complicated because the state of Oklahoma is broke and they're going to do everything they can to try to keep from giving any money back to anybody. They want to keep as much as they can and make you pay in and more. So, anyway, poor kid, he only made $13,625, okay? And he paid $1,003 on federal and $844 on Social Security and Medicare $197.56 and on state income tax $348. It's ridiculous. They kicked Mary out. Mary, quite contrary. Are you talking about Mary Jane? They haven't voted yet on Mary Jane, if that's what you're talking about. Oh, Mary Fallon. Okay. No, but I really wish they would because the woman is impossible. I mean, I'm a Republican, but I lean more towards an independent kind of a. Hey, Freedom, how are you doing, Alan? Good to see you. I lean more independent or libertarian, in a lot of ways, kind of in between. I'm a mesh of all of those. But yeah, I'm ready to get Mary Fallon out for sure. Definitely. And truthfully, I've never been. I mean, there's a lot of people that have, and I'm not looking down on anybody. I just never have been one to like take anything that was illegal or whatever. But here recently, with my chronic pain, I decided to go to Colorado and try some. Um, I've already tried the CBD, but I actually tried some of the edibles that had the THC also, and it did help some, like a combination of the two. So I really feel like there's a lot of people that can benefit from those. And no, I would not drive using that. I don't recommend it for everybody. If you have any personal qualms about it or you feel like the Lord wouldn't want you to do it, then don't. But um, I feel like it's something that He created that's natural. And so I think it's meant for us to use, with in the right circumstances. I don't think it should be abused by any means, just like nothing should. But anyway, so I'm hoping that there's a new deal that's come out on the marijuana thing and for medical purposes. Um, and I think maybe the vote might go to the people next year in 2018. So I'm hoping that happens because I think there will be a lot of people. Oh, hi, you want a link? You're welcome to come in and join me. Alan, you're welcome to come in and join me too. Anybody that wants to, let me know and I'll send you a link. I was just bored and just wanted to chit chat. I am so mad that I missed your chat the other night, Sunday Night Shenanigans, Ohio. I was so frustrated. Oh no, that was Ohio Wolverine. This is Ohio Metal Detecting. Well, same. You can still come in if you want. Be happy for you to come in. Same to you, Alan. Like I said, but yeah, so I'm hoping that we're getting closer to legalizing because I think it would be of a benefit for sure. We've got a long way to go, but hopefully we're getting much, much closer to that because I think it really would benefit a lot of people. Who's Susan Lang? I don't know you, Susan. What's your channel about, Susan? I agree, Weetree. We do need to remove labels. But if I knew you, Susan, and I knew your channel and everything, I'd feel a little bit more comfortable with sending you a link. You're always welcome here, don't get me wrong, as long as you're not trolling. Thanks, Derplinkster. Appreciate that. And sorry I've been calling you Derp. I didn't realize it was Derplinkster. Duh. Let's see, what is this that we tree sharing? I'm opening a new tab so I can see we tree. Tiny homes, Petra, abandoned properties. I see. Derplinkster, you want a link? Does anybody, who knows Susan? If somebody knows her and knows she's all right, I don't have a problem sending a link. Yeah, I really do think so. I think that it does have a lot of really good qualities and for people that really need it. Has some unique constituencies in it, so I think it would be great. Okay, I believe you. It's just that, you know, some people enjoy trolling, so yeah, no kidding. You will definitely learn. When I get to know you a little more, it will definitely, you know, be more likely that I would send you a link for sure. Don't mean any disrespect. I just, you know, don't know you, so. Yeah, we tree kills trolls. And gnomes too sometimes. Oh my goodness. We're just kind of having a random talk tonight, Susan. We're not really talking about oils, but if you have a question, you're welcome to ask. I'd be happy to. Yeah, I have forgot to share this too. Hold on, let me share on my Google Plus. Oh my gosh. I went to share it and it had a picture of me going. I don't think anybody wants to see any of that. Let's try this again. Nope, it's just as bad. Oh my gosh, that's scary. That is really scary. I'll wait a little bit. Maybe it'll take a better picture in just a little bit. Let me smile. It'll take a friendly picture. But no, it doesn't. That's like, I can be on other people's chats, their live chats, and they'll pick the most horrid, like it screenshots the most horrid pictures of me because I'm real animated when I talk. It'll be like, or something like that. And I'm just like, really? It can't pick me when I smile. It can't, yeah, I'll snarl. Wait, Trey, I'll do the Elvis thing. What's up? What's up, everybody? Oh my goodness. Alright, I'm gonna try to share again and let's see what scary face it gives. Nope, it's still just as bad. It's the same one. Like, it won't pick a different one. Why? That's so ridiculous. Oh my goodness. So maybe at least with my husband getting the stuff in the barn done, maybe things will settle down just a little bit. Oh, I'm hoping a little bit. Yeah, it's fixated on me. Yeah, it's like driver's license photos. They always snap at the worst possible time. It's like, when you're going, when you're saying something to them. Oh, it's like they're just so miserable. They have to make sure and snap that picture at the worst possible moment. You need some oil book, Sweet Tree? It's going to kind of depend what brand you use that you like the best. My favorite is the Essential Oils Pocket Reference, but not the 6th edition. I like the 5th edition. It's by Life Science Publishing. You can get the 5th edition on YouTube, on Amazon, used, for about $15. So it's not bad at all. Love it. The 5th edition was before the FDA started cracking down on the publisher for basically putting too much medical information in there, like basically prescribing stuff. So the 5th edition has more detailed stuff in there. The 6th edition is still good if you can't find it. You're very welcome here, Susan. I just got to get to know you a little bit. You are very welcome, and I really do apologize if I've made you feel bad. I really do. Well, if that's your choice, if you don't want to be back on the site, wasn't trying to offend you. It's just I don't know you, and I have to be careful. I've had so many friends that have had friends on their chats, and one guy like went all full nudie and got his channel taken off. So I just have to be extra cautious. So anyway, but you're welcome to stay if you'd like. But anyway, the 6th edition is still really excellent. It's just not as great as the 5th edition, I don't feel. But now, every year Young Living creates new blends, and so this will have some blends that the other doesn't. So the newer books will have the additional blends, but the older one has more info on the ones that they already had. So that's kind of a trade-off there. I have both because of that. And then, of course, if we tree for you, you may want the desk reference. It has like 6 more chapters in it than the reference book, and it's awesome. And I love it, or the pocket reference. So anyway, I enjoy it. Let's see. And we tree, another thing that I would recommend for you is that book, The Chemistry of Essential Oils Made Simple. It's by Dr. David Stewart, and it's thick, but it is amazing. It is amazing. So, oh, okay. I'll have to wait till Friday till payday, and I'll order you one on the pocket reference before I can order one. Because I don't think I have any extra. If I do have an extra one, it would be the 6th edition. I don't think I have any more 5th edition. But the 5th edition would also be really good. But this, yeah, no kidding. She's a PhD, so tell her about thick books. But it really is cool. It actually has scriptures in the front, which is pretty cool. And it has different chapters on the biotransmutation of elements and the nature of matter, the limits of science, the most popular compounds, the classes of compounds in essential oils, consciousness in essential oils, course chemistry course outline. So it has a lot in there, and it really explains how everything works. So it really is pretty incredible. And the pocket reference will give the chemical constituents in those essential oils as well. So like, and a lot of them, like the 5th edition. Let me go to the 5th edition. See, you can tell I use it a lot because the cover's already off of it. It's awful. But like for instance, pine. It gives the botanical family, the plant origin, the extraction method that was used, the key constituents, like in pine, it's got alpha pinene, 55 to 70%, beta pinene, 3 to 8%, limonene, 5 to 10%, and delta 3 carine, or carine, which is 6 to 12%. It gives the historical data, medical properties, which is like hormone-like, anti-diabetic, cortisone-like, antiseptic, lymphatic stimulant. It gives uses: throat, lung, sinus infections, rheumatism, arthritis, skin parasites, urinary tract infection. Gives the fragrance influence, relieves anxiety, and revitalizes the mind, body, and spirit. It also has an empowering yet grounding fragrance. It gives how to apply it or use it. Sorry, I saw that Derplingster and Wheatree's having a conversation. I was just making sure it wasn't anything I was missing that I needed to answer. You want to avoid any pine oils adulterated with the turpentine, a low cost but potentially hazardous filler. So see, when you get the lower, a lot of people have tried essential oils and they haven't worked for them. And they make a lot of mistakes. They'll buy the cheap stuff that are filled with a bunch of fillers and other chemicals and expect to get the results from 100% therapeutic grade oil. Another thing that they do is they don't read the instructions on it. So there's people that will take oils internally that the oils are not supposed to be taken internally, or they'll buy the cheap oils that they've read that they can take internally, but then they buy the cheap oils and it makes them sick or could even kill them. So, just because they're natural doesn't mean that there aren't some strong side effects to that or consequences to that. You have to make sure and follow what it says. So yeah, I mean, it really is pretty incredible. I love this book. And so you can look up in the front by the specific oil. They have all the single oils like just lemon or just pine or whatever in the front. In any of their blends, which is combining 2 or more oils together, is the next section back. And then you go to the very back and you can look up by like edema or like the physical problem, edema, or for the endocrine system, or for dizziness or diphtheria or Cushing's disease or diarrhea or whatever it is that you need to look up. So it's really pretty great. But those are the 2 books I would recommend over everything. 2 books we need as preppers. Let me see what these are. Opening a new tab. Go to my Amazon. Wheattree is recommending 2 oils or 2 books that you need on herbs as a prepper. All right, I'm going to add to my wish list so I don't forget. I can look them, read on them. Energetics of Western Herbs. Why am I not finding my wish list? Add to. There we go. Sorry, it's really hard to type with one hand here. I'll eventually get there. There. Now I can add it to my list. Okay. Now let's see what the other one is. Now, there we go. Anyway, oh my goodness. I guess nobody was able to come in and hang out with us. It's still opening. Okay, that's the same one I must have went to. Must have hit the same one twice. Let me see. Alrighty. Oops. Is there a 1 and a 2 or something? Oh, yeah, volume 1 and volume 2. I see that. Awesome. Okay. Eventually. Sorry. 2-book set. Okay, I was thinking maybe you put the same link twice, and then I realized it was 2-volume set. Hold on. Another great book. I don't know, Weetree, if you would like anybody that's like into the Bible and stuff. There's a book called Healing Oils of the Bible, and that is really, really awesome. It gives scripture where the Bible was taught, where it was mentioned, the oil was mentioned in the Bible. It even gives scripture where it's not really specific whether it's an oil or the herb or whatever, or the resin, but it's pretty neat to see those scripture references and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll bet. I do need to get those because, I've got several books on herbs, but I really need to get something that's really technical, because I'm one of those, somebody has to explain something to me in the way that I can understand. No, pickers, I don't. They're not big fans of mine, so because they do a different oil company that I do, and so I try, they feel that theirs is superior, and I feel that they're pretty close to equal, the two companies, and so they're not, I don't have a problem with them, and they just don't like me for that reason, I guess, but that's okay. I mean, that's on them. I prefer Young Living, but I do feel like that the doTERRA company has come a very long way. So I do feel like at first the doTERRA, the guy that started doTERRA, he used to actually learn from he actually worked for the guy that started Young Living and actually studied under him. The guy at Young Living taught the guy that started doTERRA everything he knows. doTERRA, there were some issues. I believe maybe they had taken some of their formulas and stuff like that when the guy started the company, and also advertised a lot of stuff that was supposed to be 100% pure that wasn't. And I think they've remedied all of that now. So I think the companies are pretty close to equal as far as that goes. But both of those are the only two that I would really recommend that I know for sure. But they have 100% therapeutic grade. They're medicinal grade essential oils. There's a difference. So you want a medicinal grade essential oil, 100% therapeutic grade. And I noticed a lot of companies on Amazon will put that they're 100% therapeutic grade, but then if you look on the label of that, they have fillers in there, they have other stuff. So I would not be safe using most of those. I would really research the company and make sure that it's somebody that really knows what they're doing. And because just like there's more lavender sold every year than is actually really grown and made into an essential oil. And the reason is they grow a plant called lavandin, and then they only put so much pure lavender in an oil, and then they put the lavandin in with it, which is kind of a part of the same family, sort of. Anyway, but if you use that lavandin on a burn, that is going to intensify the pain, that is not going to be a good thing. Lavandin is great for some other stuff, other kind of health benefits, which I'm not going to go into now, but you definitely don't want to use those on a burn. So you have to be very picky and particular about the company you go with. But that's why I love Young Living, because they do have a seed to sale promise. I no longer sell the oils or sign anybody up under me or anything. So I have considered making my own weed tree. The only thing is that every plant is different in the when the prime time is to harvest it, when the prime temperature. Every temperature is different depending on which plant, and every plant is different for how long you need to distill it at that certain temperature. If you go under too little and don't distill it long enough, you don't extract all of the constituents out of that plant. If you go too far over, you actually damage those constituents. So if you go under or over, you're not getting all of the medicinal properties from that plant. It'd be almost better to do a tincture than it would to try to distill your own, in that sense, if that makes any sense to you, because at least you're retaining all of those constituents with a tincture. The only thing is, tinctures are incredible, absolutely incredible, but a distilled oil is a distilled oil is the best thing to have, like, as far as the amount of space, and also they're like 50 to 70 times, round average of 60 times more powerful than the herbal constituent, because they're just so concentrated. But other than that, I mean, if you don't mind taking a larger quantity, then yeah, you can do the herbals. I have thought about getting a still. I just don't want to get in trouble. I don't want the government thinking I'm making moonshine here. But I've thought about trying it, at least for the ones that I really use all the time, like my peppermint and lavender and like eucalyptus and stuff like that. I've thought about it. I've definitely thought about it. I just haven't. I don't know enough about it to know. You can do okay. Weed Tree says you can do a triple tincture to have a higher dose. Okay, that's good to know. And then on the essential oils, also, as far as quality goes, some companies, like, they'll do they'll distill this plants, they'll take those oils and then they'll distill again, and take those oils and they'll distill the same plants again. So they can do that up to 4 or 5 times. So you're getting basically a more watered down version of the same thing and then they'll put fillers in there and stuff. So you just have to, just do your research. Um, then I'm just treating on drops only, like for my health. No, I take supplements. I take supplements. I use tinctures. I use essential oils. I use topical creams with essential oils and other herbals in there. So, Flint! Oh man. Flint still just showed up and said he's just stopping by and saying howdy. He's got to wake up again in about 6 hours. Oh, I sure miss you. I haven't seen you in so long. It'd be good to talk to you, but I completely understand. I understand. Um, but yeah, so I mean, there's just benefit. I just feel like, yeah, I use what all God has made available for us, and I do use some traditional medicine too. I mean, just not traditional, because traditional is actually herbals and essential oils. I use more new medicines like pharmaceuticals and things as well. I have to do a combination. It's just the way it is. But I will tell you, since I started using essential oil, I am able to get a lot of my pain a lot more under control. I am able to, not always, I still have really bad times. I'm not saying that it's a cure-all or anything like that. I also have noticed that, like, my chemical sensitivity, because before I started using essential oils, I really feel like it's really detoxed me a lot, because I've noticed that I don't have the oh, what am I trying to say? I'm not like used to. I could just smell a perfume or a cleaning product or something like that, and it would just send me over the edge. Asthma, full blown asthma attack, instant migraine on top of the headache I already have. It was just a really hard time breathing and everything, and dizzy. It was just awful. It was horrible. And now that I've been using essential oils, I don't have the sensitivities hardly at all. I mean, it really takes somebody just piling on the perfume or something like that for it to really set me off, and it's still not as severe as what it was before. So, okay. Hold on, let me write this down, Flint. Is it 13LA or 13 1A? It's 13LA, isn't it? 13LA at Gmail. Here, let me, Flint, hold on just a second. Let me rinse you. I'm going to add you that way. Next time you show up, you can just gmail.com. Okay, I will do that. And that'd be awesome. Just let me know what time would be best for you, and we'll work it out, because I would sure like to do a chat. Now you have the power. Oh my goodness. That's great. Did you get to go to Ohio Wolverines chat on Sunday? I didn't even know he was having it, or I'd have been there. I can still time you out. Yes, I can. I can give you all the time out if I want to. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I use everything that is to my, to my advantage that I can. I am working on losing weight so I can get off some of my other medicines. And I just want to do nothing but oils and herbs at some point, and supplements. So that's where I'm at. But anyway, yeah, Wheatree, I'll be glad to get you that. And I'm still tried the ghost pipe that you talked about. You said ghost pipe sets your pain aside. I tried it, and I mean, I did dropper after dropper, and I don't know if I just did not get a good batch, but Crossvine will give me some energy. I need it so bad. I need it. The Plinkster, the power. Now der Plinkster has the power too. What do you know? You have the wrench. Use it wisely. Flint Flint says that Sundays he misses everything. He's going to swing the band hammer around. Everyone is getting a hug and then an immediate ban. I really probably didn't get a good batch of it if you're saying that it helps you so much. And I don't know, mine's specifically in neuralgia pain, so which in a sense most all pain kind of is, but because it's all related to the nerves, I guess, and neurological. But yeah, the neuralgia pain is awful, and you can see I have a permanent dent right here. It's really hard to see on this, But I have a permanent dent right here where I hit my head on a door frame of a vehicle. And somehow they're saying that it didn't do anything, but I guarantee you that it did because I have a crater right there. You see it? You see the divot? It's right there. It's like a canyon. Oh my goodness. Wheatree says that 3 drops to the max she can take of the ghost pipe and her pain's from a car accident. Man, I wish I tried like 3 droppers full one day altogether. But yeah, Ohio, I believe you. Ohio Metal Detective says he'd love to be able to use oils and herbs rather than pharmaceuticals. Oh wow, we treat, and that's kind of the same situation that Gary Young that started Young Living. That's kind of where he was at. Flint says Darn can't ban wrenches, those that have wrenches. So sorry guys, I can't uphold my promise. Haha, all right, for real now, I gotta sleep. Okay, bye Flint, I love you. We'll see you Friday. Let me know, just message me a good time for you so I don't start it too early or anything. Sleep well and have a good day tomorrow. But anyways, Gary Young was in an accident and he couldn't walk. He was wheelchair bound for quite a while, and um I think he tried the traditional medicine stuff and it wasn't working for him, and basically that's where he started really getting into the herbals to learn, and herbals and essential oils, to learn about all of that, and eventually was able to walk again. A nation of the essential oils and herbs and natural remedies and cures. So it's pretty neat. So and they have a real strict promise on this is why I love Young Living. It's called their seed to seal promise. From the time where the plants that they get their seeds from, they get the highest quality plants. They plant them in the best ground. They test that ground to make sure it doesn't have any kind of toxins in it, from pesticides to whatever. They don't even want to use land that the neighbors use pesticides on their land. So they own, most of their stuff comes from their own farms. Then they grow the plants themselves. They oversee all of it. They treat keeping bugs off their plants with other essential oils of theirs, so that everything's natural. And they harvest at the exact right time. Like some of their plants, the best time to harvest is like 3 a.m. in the morning, and that's when they'll harvest. And they will do that, and they will harvest it. They have a guaranteed promise, like that everything's going to be 100% pure quality from that seed all the way to sealing that bottle once it's extracted. So I feel very confident in that company. And also I have tried, I believe, Ghost Pipe as well. I need to try both of those and just get maybe a better variety. Maybe I didn't get it from a good source. Wheat Tree. She's saying Lion's Mane tincture for healing the spinal sheath and Ghost Pipe for the pain. So I will definitely try that. But anyway, so they're real particular about all of that, and so I know that I'm getting a great quality, and I can guarantee you that one of their favorite most popular blends is this. It's called Valor. And they could sell this like crazy, like absolute crazy. And I know that they're high on their prices, but it's because they are so strict on their stuff. They don't use the fillers. They don't use all of that. So they're real high on their price. And so that's the only downfall of the company. They are expensive. But one year, I think it's been 2 years back, they they test their stuff in facility, and they have separate companies that test all of their stuff that's independent companies. And if anything falls out of what their quality and purity standards are, they dump that batch, or they sell it off to other companies who then use that, but they will not sell it to their or use it in their blends. So a couple of years back, their black spruce, they have a limited supply of black spruce, and when they harvested it, it did not meet their qualifications, and they just didn't make Valor. They just didn't. So that's how they lost a lot of money, because first of all that oil that they could have sold or used in blends, gone. So they lost a lot of money. I mean, they made some money from selling it to another company, but they still didn't make what they would have if they would have put it in their Valor blend. And so they had a shortage for months and months and months and months. And so they've acquired some more land, have some more black spruce that's going on, but they still don't have enough, and they're still short. So I can't get Valor right now. And that helps with my pain. That helps a lot of people with their what is that? On their feet. Of course, I wouldn't remember. Anyway, some types of foot pain. It helps my husband with his he has spondylosis and bursitis in his neck, and that is only, he can come in with a migraine from that. And I put this on the back of his neck, and within 15 minutes, it's knocked down. It's not completely gone, but it's knocked down where he can function again. So it's really hard when blends and stuff like that are out. And I know a lot of people get frustrated with a company because of that, but I get frustrated, but I love that the company is not going to put their purity, their pocketbook over the purity of the product. So I appreciate that. And I know that's not easy because they get griped out all the time, but I like that. Exactly, Wheat Tree. But some of their fillers, the problem is with some of their fillers, they're actually toxic, and they're only meant, they say, for aromatic use. If it doesn't say for can be used internally on the back of these bottles, then you shouldn't use them internally. A lot of those, they say it's for aromatic use only, but the only problem is when you breathe something in, according to that Chemistry of Essential Oils Made Simple book, when you breathe something in, it's in your system within 10 seconds. It hits your pituitary gland within 10 seconds, and it is in your whole body within 10 minutes. So, if you're breathing in those toxins, that's in your body in 10 minutes. So really, if it's not safe to put on topically, or most of them to use internally, then it's certainly not safe to breathe in, because it's still, toxins are still getting in your body. So I don't know. No, I don't have neuropathy. I have neuralgia. No, not neuropathy in the feet. No, I can't think of what it's called. It's not heel spurs, I don't think. It's I just can't think of the name of it. It's so frustrating. So it works like the sublingual tinctures. What are you talking about? Like the oils? Some of the oils, yeah, I use it like the sublingual tinctures. Hi, Desert Pioneer. Good to see you tonight. I use a lot of the oils sublingually, and then I mostly use stuff topically, but I do take some sublingually, like copaiba for inflammation. If I have a real bad headache and I can really feel that nerves inflamed, I will take that sublingually, and I'll take Idaho blue spruce sublingually because it seems to really help with my pain, or Idaho balsam fir, peppermint and wintergreen I will take sublingually. Even though they're hot and they kind of burn, I still prefer that. Exactly, wheat tree. Yes, they do. It reaches the brain before you even taste it. Exactly. Um, Within 10 seconds of breathing, like some people when they have migraines and stuff, they can just smell their peppermint oil and the migraine will go away, or the headache, tension headache will go away. Same with like smelling with lavender and stuff like that. You don't necessarily even have to use your oil. All you have to do now, it's always because they're volatile oils, they're still going to evaporate some. This one is empty, so that's why I keep opening it. But otherwise, I wouldn't just keep opening one of my oils um, because they do evaporate. But um, yeah, some people just smell their lavender and it relaxes them, relaxes those muscles that are so tense that it's causing a tension headache. So some you can just have for years, but if it works for you just smelling it, you don't even have to put it on topically. The shelf life of the oils, most of the oils really don't have an expiration per se. Now, the FDA has made companies start putting an expiration date on them, which is so frustrating, but that's just how it is. Hey, kitty. The FDA has made them start putting an expiration date on there, but truthfully, unless it's a citrus oil or there's a few oils, like very few that can expire on you, but as long as they're like, see how they have them in the dark bottles, so as long as they're in a dark bottle in a cool place, they last for a really long time. Like there's essential oils that they found in tombs that are still usable today. So as long as they're stored properly, they're great. Now, citrus oils, they say anything containing any kind of a citrus oil, because those are cold pressed, they only really are at full efficacy for about a year, but it just degrades in efficacy. I have citrus oils that I've used that are 4 years old, so I'm not worried about it. I haven't had any issues with it. Um, Although most of my citrus doesn't last that long. So, but yeah, absolutely love um, them because of that. So it makes it real nice. Okay, what about the resins? Frankincense, as far as I know, now I could be wrong. That may be one of them that's on there, but as far as I know, the frankincense and the what else was there? Myrrh, I think, are the two. I haven't had any issues. I've still used my frankincense and my myrrh, and they still are just as effective for me for the reasons that I use them. Now, I don't know as far as the other stuff, but that's something I would have to do some more research on. But I still use them. Whenever I gathered up all my essential oils from years past, I found bottles tucked here and there and everywhere, and I have some from like the very first year that I bought them. So, and I still use them. I really don't know on the shelf life. Most of them, I they just have an a never ending shelf life, basically, as long as they're kept in a airtight container and they're free of, if they're in a cool space. You don't want them in the sun or under light a lot and stuff like that. So, but I will have to check on the resins because I've never had somebody ask me that. But I still use the frankincense. I use frankincense for headaches and stuff, and for skincare, and haven't had any issues. Matter of fact, I need to put some of that on my feet today. But anyway, haven't seen Mrs. Manley comment in a while. Is she still out there listening? Kathy, you out there? But anyway, I wonder if this book's. I don't think I've seen anything on with the in the book on how long they last. chemistry of essential oil. I can't remember if it says something in there or not. No, doesn't say in the book. What are you doing? Quit! My dog is trying to dig in my carpet in here. Those are my main two that I use. I'm not saying that, other companies don't have some. But between those two, there is another one that actually has some stuff in there that, let me show you, that, that I got from frankincense and myrrh. I use for pain, skin care, all kinds of stuff like that, Kitty. I can't think of the, Abundant Health for You. The 4 is a number 4.com. They have this quick reference guide for essential oils. This one's from 2013. It actually has some stuff in here. Most of it's about the same as the pocket reference that I told you about, Wheat Tree, but there is actually some stuff in here, a few diseases in here that aren't in that book, which is pretty neat. Oh, let me see. You want it, Wheat Tree, you want it in the side chat, or do you want me to put it down in the description box? I can put it in the description box after this. That way more people could find it. But if not, I can look. Let me see. Okay, let me find them. I have to go back to Amazon. Sorry, I'm trying to look around the corner here. There we go. It's a little better. Oops. Okay, hold on. Finding the 5th edition one. Don't know if they have. What edition is this? Woohoo! I guess people are realizing that those didn't have as much information, because that one is a bit expensive. Because all of those, the 5th edition, are 81, 82 or more on that. So let me find the 6th edition, because let's just do that. I don't know why I guess because my internet keeps bobbing out, so it's not wanting to. Come on, there we go. Let's see, it's not wanting to pull up very quickly, so sorry. Hold on. Okay. That's showing 30-something bucks each. I'm pretty sure you can get it from Life Science Publishing for a lot less. So let me check on these other ones here on Amazon, and then I'll go over to Life Science Publishing and put that in. Let's do, what is that called again? Quick reference guide. There we go. Yeah, the Higley spiral bound. My internet's so bad it doesn't want to pull up the page very quickly. There we go. Okay. $16.96 for that one. So let's get the link on that. And then I'll go over here. Now it don't want to let me put it on there. I'm the queen. I should be able to put that link in there. Well, let me. Oh, that's frustrating. Try this again. I'll look Weetree and see if I have a spare. Nope, I don't keep 20 windows open all the time. And it's not letting me paste on there. I'll have to put them in the... Oh, now it closed my chat. Sheesh. Yeah, let me see if it'll even let me comment. Nope. It won't let me. I don't know why. It won't let me put in a link. I'm the queen. I should be able to put in a link in my own chat. I do. I've got gremlins, apparently. I'll put the links in after. And I'll just have to check and see if I have another 5th edition. I'm pretty sure I don't, though, because I'm having to use this one that don't have a front page on it because I don't have any more. But I will look. I have some stuff stored up there, and it may possibly, there may be one hiding up there. And if there is, I will get it to you. But those are the ones that I can think of. Those are the ones I truly study. And like I said, that Healing Oils of the Bible is a good one. And Life Science Publishing probably has more stuff on essential oils. There's a lot of books out there. Like for people that want to, like, say during pregnancy or to use them for their babies, there's one called Gentle Babies. Okay, I'll see about doing that. Weetree, she's talking about bartering a book for the lion's mane. Okay, sounds good. But anyways, there's one called Gentle Babies, which is really good, and it recommends different Young Living oils for different things. But again, the FDA was trying to come down on that lady too, which is just so ridiculous. So I was trying to see if I have it right here, but I don't. But it's called Gentle Babies, and you might be able to get that at Life Science Publishing. Let me just type this one out. I believe it's lifesciencepublishing.com. Let me see. Really exciting, isn't it? Oh, it's at www.discoverlsp.com. Let me just copy this link right here. Now let's try and see if it'll let me paste this in. Nope. Hi, K Candy. How are you? Thank you. Weetree got it in. She is faster than a whip on those, on looking stuff up. But yeah, there's one called Gentle Babies, and there may be some others on there. So I would look for that. Gentle Babies, I bought mine on Amazon, so you may be able to find it there as well. But it's really neat because it'll give suggestions on things that you can and cannot use, because little babies, they're different. Like, you don't want to use peppermint up on their chest because it can actually take their breath away because it's just so strong. So they give great information in there on what should or should not be used during pregnancy, because some things can actually stimulate labor, so you wouldn't want to have labor stimulated at 4 or 5 months along, of course, so you want to wait. Watching Jay Watt sleep. That sounds exciting, Candy. Or, yeah, K Candy, that sounds really exciting. Hey, Mountain Man. Good to see you. How's Miss Stephanie doing? Hope all is well. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, Life Science Publishing has a lot on there. Like I said, that Gentle Babies you can probably find on Amazon, so I would look that up for sure. If I find any more, I'll let you know. I've got to look through my books because I have a ton of books. I'm surrounded by books, so there's no telling. Good. I'm glad, Mountain Man. I'm glad Stephanie's doing good. You know what? I don't think I did. I don't think I sent that oil out to you, Mountain Man. Doggone it. It'll have to be Friday. Okay, Wheatree, I'll look. Let me try this again. HTTPS discoverlsp.com. Okay. Let's try that. See if that works. Ta-da! There you go. This one works. It works. So you can find it there. How are you doing, Ava? Good. I'm glad. Okay. I'm glad that link works. Okay. So you're not having to, so Mountain Man, you're not needing to use the DiGize as often since you've been using it for so long now. So that's good if that's the case. That's awesome. Good. I'm glad, Ava. I'm glad you're doing good. Well, I guess I better get my tootie booty off of here and attempt this Oklahoma income tax thing again, but I really don't want to. Anybody want to do it for me? I'm gonna cry. Oh, goodness, Kay. Yeah. You better get some sleep, woman. Better get some rest and give Jay Watterson a good tap on the head for me. Oh, Wheatree, you didn't have to stay up just because I went live. Thanks, Kay. You mean you don't want to stay up all night and work on my son's Oklahoma income tax for me? I hope so, Derplinkster, because I am just blah. Oh, it's awful. These taxes are just terrible. You used to live in southeastern Oklahoma, Ava? Where about? Oh, that's awesome, Mountain Man. Yeah, I've got to catch up on everybody's videos. I have so many people whose videos I need to watch. Oh, drama on YouTube or drama elsewhere, We Tree? Antlers, it's okay. Okay, yeah. Goodness. Oh my goodness, We Tree. Message me. Let me know what's going on. That's awful. That's just so ridiculous. Some of the people. That's why I just avoid it. I just avoid it. I don't like dealing with the drama, so I'm just over it and I just avoid it. Well, everyone, I think that I'm gonna call her a night, and I may or may not tackle these taxes tonight. We'll just have to see. Okay, yeah, I'll have to check out Mountain Man. I always say it wrong. 1478. I always wanted to say 1468. Mountain Man 1478 new shotgun video. Got to check it out. Isn't it hot though, Ava? I mean, it's hot here in western Oklahoma, but so you don't have any more ice storms or tornadoes. Well, I guess that's nice. Tax karma. You hear it's free. Well, I did TurboTax last year, and I didn't. I paid for not only my son doing his taxes last year on there, which it was easy. I'm not saying it wasn't easy. It was easy, but then they charged the like $30 to do. They did the Oklahoma free, but they did the federal free, but the Oklahoma was $30, and then they charged for the debit card that they were going to have to send his refunds on, and then of course his refunds didn't even come on the card because he owed child support, So it was just ridiculous. Oh wow, Mountain Man! I didn't know you lived in Eastern Oklahoma for 25 years. That's why we're copacetic. We're kindred spirits, huh? Hmm. K Candy's talking about a flash of light. Um, last night around 9 p.m. her time in Southern California. She said that some people seen it in Arizona. Hmm. Good night, Wee Tree. Thanks. Love you. Let me know what's going on. Shalom to you too, Wee Tree. Complete and total peace for you, my dear. Good night. Oh, a meteor. Wow, that's cool. I'll have to check that out. Well, I'm going to get off of here and put some more oils on my feet and everything. So I love y'all. Thanks for coming by. It was good to visit with y'all tonight. I was just bored and just needed something to do. So I'll talk to y'all later. Love ya. And if you want, check out my blog at oilieshumblehome.com. I have a I have my YouTube page, Oilie's Humble Home, and I have a Facebook page, Oilie's Humble Home. So you're welcome to check out any of those. And I love y'all, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.